Going back to a Goodwill that I haven't been to for a long time. And I forgot was here actually, so let's go see what they got. Right in the door, that music is just a little bit too loud, so this video you get a voiceover. And I'm kind of looking at some of the things that were interesting, and I look and see they have a pair of these onyx horsehead bookends. They do want $20 for them, and they really only sell for about up to 40-ish. So that's a little bit more than I want to invest for that kind of a return. So I left them for someone else. This piece was like a really thin, low quality hobby piece, which is why I didn't give that much more thought. This, I actually would have picked this up if the thermometer part hadn't been broken. And now, nothing else exciting me. I kind of thought this box was neat. And I thought, is it open? Because if it was open, then it would be usable. But not with a combination lock that you can't get into it. I did pick up this piece. This is fused glass, almost looks like a slag glass piece. And the price was right at just $2.99. So in the cart that went. Yes, I see the Easter Island tissue holder guy down there, but he had some breakage to his nose area. I picked up this piece of glass, and it was, again, it was a very thin, low quality feeling piece. And this was a nice looking piece, but then I realized it was flashed. You can see the scratches there. So flashed glass for me is no bueno and goes back in the shelf. I spotted, as I was walking away, this really pretty Asian Satsuma style. I don't think this is real Satsuma. And it's got, you know, the warning label on the bottom about possibly, you know, lead poisoning and all that good stuff. It was pretty, and I probably would have picked this up if it hadn't been $15. $15 was too much, though. And I spotted this very, very colorful, kind of a souvenir bowl from South America with the llama on it. And then I realized it was really broken, like really broken. This is to hold eyeglasses. Just thought he was cute. And did you see? I missed something. But don't worry. Don't worry. I go back. These bottles looked like they were painted by hand. And they were kind of cool, but nothing resale worthy. Yeah, I went right by it again. That's okay. I'll go back. I did grab this interesting shaped frog. Now, I thought it was a vase, and now I'm not so sure. What do you think? Is this a vase, or is it something, maybe something that I don't want to know? I don't know. I grabbed him. He was cute. He was only $1.99. And then I saw this. This is made to go under like a planter, like a pot, and you need 3 of them for it to work correctly. So that is why I did leave the turtle behind. And then I spotted this face. This face peeking out from behind there. He is a gargoyle. Oh, he's so cute. I really, really liked this guy, but he was pretty beat up. He's made of concrete, and he has been outside for a long time. I just couldn't. He was really, really chewed up. So I wrestled with it though because I was kind of falling in love. But sometimes you just have to walk away. You just have to walk away and hope that he finds a good home somewhere else. Now I'm just scanning through the clear glass. Nothing much. I did kind of like these swan planters, but they were marked made in China. So they weren't that old even. And then I noticed they're bringing out a cart of stuff. I was so distracted. They're bringing out a cart of stuff, but it's the kind of cart you can't shop through. So I'm just going to wait. And then these bowls caught my eye, and they're wrapped with some kind of like a wicker or rattan. They're a redware, super heavy. And they had them priced individually, and I was kind of adding up in my head how much they would be. And I did decide that shipping on these would be such a beast that I left them behind. And I totally missed that Limoges ashtray that was sitting right next to them. I'm only just seeing it right now. It's crazy how that works. I did spot this tile though. I really liked the tile. It's a Tuati? I have no idea. They sell in like the $15 range. So not bad, but it did have some wear on the top there. So I left that one behind. And I spot these. Now I know these are South African Raku because I went through a period of time where I sold animals that were the exact same pottery as these. And I was so excited until I saw that. And I'm like, oh man, this one has been broken and repaired, but it's a pair. So then I'm like, well, will one candlestick sell alone? I don't think so. So I decided that somebody could still turn that one around and the pair would present really nicely, and it was only $1.99, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Super bummed when something like that is broken. And then I spotted this recycled glass Christmas tree dish. And I don't know who makes this one, but there was something really appealing about it. So that one did end up in my cart, and it was only $2.99. There's not much seasonal stuff on the shelf right now. It's pretty crazy. Compared to what it was just, weeks ago, now there's almost nothing. And we don't have we don't have any real cute Easter stuff like crazy lamp ladies being able to find. I had to show you that. Like this lady found this like divider, this bamboo divider thing that I'm super coveting. Here's the guy. I happen to look back. I look on the shelf. I know I passed him by a couple times, as well as that little green hobnail thing right there. But I went back and I grabbed the little hedgehog, and then I took a peek at the hummingbirds, but one of them was missing its beak. So you can't have a hummingbird with no beak. But I did grab a little succulent hedgehog guy for 99 cents. And then I find another piece of the swirly. This is the San Miguel recycled glass. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to have several pieces of that now because I found some just the other day. And I tend to be picking it up more and more. I found this little sign. I'm going to give it to a friend of mine who says this all the time. So that is going to her. And then I was looking at this little dog. Super cute, but he's got a ding out of his ear. So that was kind of a deal breaker. Sorry, doggy. You're going to have to go to a different family. And here's another tile. Now, this one, I really love the scene on this. It's a picnic, an old-fashioned picnic with the kids up in the tree. This was so cool. And then bonus was it's a 1982 Lowell Herrero. So that's actually a really good name. They do a lot of cat art too. So I have bought that artist's stuff before and it's done quite well. and it was only $1.99. These guys I thought were old at first, but when I got my hand on him, I could tell that it was kind of fake antiquing, so not an actual antique, and he was broken. Got to be careful these days. There's lots of stuff out there that will try to fool you. But a lot of times it's the feel. Once you get your hands on it, you can tell. I like this little perpetual calendar for a teacher. You can obviously see it's for a teacher because it goes through the winter break, the fall break, the spring break, and how many days until. I contemplated getting it and then decided to leave it behind. And then over here, I did notice this coffee grinder. Now it was missing its top and the crank, and it would have been a nice purchase had it had that, but not without being complete. I thought these were coasters, but I'm not sure. It almost looked like a blade on there, so I left that. And this just made me sad. If you watched my video before, you'll know that my old Roddy girl is in her last days. And so I couldn't get that because I don't know how much longer I will be owned by a Rottweiler. I thought they had drawers, and I'm looking. It didn't appear to be that old, so I left it. And this, I watched her just take off her cart of stuff and put out, but he is missing his tusks. And so I did put him in a more dignified position on the shelf. I liked this print. It was just a cardboard print, so not much resale value in that. So I just took a peek at it and then ended up leaving it behind. The metal shelves are always a little boring to me. I'm not really into the metal stuff, but this caught my eye, and I was trying to figure out what it was for. I thought, okay, is it a towel bar? But if you hang it, then the angel's upside down. What am I missing here? How is this supposed to do something? And this was totally thin and chintzy. That's why I just tweaked it as I went by. But yeah, let me know on that angel thing, what the heck how you would use that. And there's just nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So let's get around the corner. All right, now we are into the vases. And I spotted this and I was excited to see, this is a nice piece of Delft. It's got some size to it, but then I noticed a chip on the bottom and I was trying to decide if that was okay, and then realized the whole thing was broken and repaired. So yeah, that one got left behind. I know a lot of people have asked me why I don't look at and pick up Delft, so I was going to make people happy. Pine cones. Kind of looking through it, like there's not much on these shelves. It's really bare. And I did notice this nice little spray of flowers, but they were really, really kind of cheap flowers. And they ask pretty big prices. I'm looking through the vases just for something, anything besides Golden Girl's Chia Pet. And this bowl caught my eye. I don't know why there was a marble in there. So let's move that. Let's take a peek. When I flip it over, I notice there's the remnants of a barcode. So that tells me it's not old or anything. So I left that one behind. Really hard to sell something like that if you don't have a name and you don't have a real good description. But then I looked up and saw this beauty. see the way the light shines through it. It was really cool. And it's Ikea. But you know what? I don't care. It's cool. And it's only $1.49. So Ikea vase did come with me. These are Arcarock. They're not even depression. And then I spot them. What? Okay. I fell in love with these bowls. I still don't know who made them. I haven't taken the tape off yet. But I just was digging these bowls. I mean, they were deep, nice bowls, and there was, what, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 bowls. And I thought, these are cool. I'm trading these out for my mishmash of bowls that I have in my cupboard right now at the new house. I'm like, yeah, let's get these. I love them. They look like glass, but they're not. They are porcelain, and they're just crackled. So I was debating, and then, yeah, they went in my cart. And then I found these little cherry plates that look like they're trying to be Franciscan, but they're definitely not. And then, what do my wondering eyes do appear? Matching plates. Now I'm really super happy because now I can totally reset the dishes in my new kitchen. And they weren't bad, you know, $7.99 for 4 plates. And I hope that when I do look these up, I don't find out that they sell, you know, for like big money, and then I'm going to be wrestling with should I sell them. But no, I got all the plates and I got all the bowls. So then I'm peeking at these, and I don't know who done them. So I left those behind. And then there is this really cool Homer Laughlin tray platter. It's the Eggshell Nautilus. Quite a popular 50s style pattern. But shipping, the only thing worse than shipping plates for me is shipping a platter. So I did leave that. Not my thing. I will leave it for somebody else. I don't want to ship a platter. I did look at the little cake stand. Onto the mugs, and I spotted these 4 matching seashell motif mugs, but they were kind of that real kind of thin, cheap feeling ceramic. So I did leave those. And by the way, sorry about the dog hair on the jacket. You know, some things you don't notice until you're editing video. And this is an Invalid feeder for 99 cents. I will take that. And then I will also look at this mug, which looked like high quality, but it did have a chip. But there's the little guy that caught my attention. $3.99 was a bit more than I wanted to pay, but it was still new in the package, and he is super cute, and super cute always sells, so I did go ahead and pick him up. I did want to look at these Churchill England mugs, but they were totally plain. There's nothing exciting about them, and this just had a blob of blue on it, which I'm just going, what is going on in the mugs today? So grab my little gray cat, and I will move along. But yeah, as to my jacket, the dogs have discovered they like to lay in my jacket. So I don't often get time to clean off the dog hair. So just got to put that out there. That's the brand that can sell pretty good, but I just didn't want to deal with those big mugs. Looking through the glasses, I did spot these little juice glasses, but they were marked Indonesia on the bottom. They're cute though. Very bright. And over here with the clear stuff, oh wait, not this shelf. Hold on, it's coming. There it is. All by its little lonesome there is that little vintage eye cup. It's an eye wash cup for 69 cents. People do collect these. They come in all different colors, So this one's not super exciting, but for 69 cents, can't go wrong. But that was it. It was all the excitement on that shelf. So now we're over on the other side and check this guy out. Now I know he's vintage. The eye is a little concerning. And then I realized they put his head on backwards. Poor owl. He was only $4.99. And again, like, he's not chipped at all. It's just got that one funky eye. So he went in the cart. I thought $3.99 was a little excessive on the salt and pepper shakers. Then I picked up another piece of fused glass. And it's not old, but it kind of has a nice vibe to it. So for 99 cents, I grabbed that too. And then I spot this little mustard jar, and the bottom is in a foreign language. Fairmeg? I think it's like Dutch. But again, it was only 99 cents, so why not? Let's figure it out. It would have had a spoon at one time. It was no longer there, but it's okay. It's cute. And the turkeys were not old, and we are far, far, far away from Thanksgiving, so turkeys stayed behind. I thought this Pottery stoneware bunt pan was really nice, but no name and super heavy, so I did go ahead and put that one back. But I spot these pink rose canisters, and I double checked. They were Gibson, which is not a real high brand, but this is also the Homer Laughlin Eggshell. Now, I can deal with shipping a gravy boat, so that one did go in my cart, and it was $4.99. So now I just have to kind of double check that these are all the Gibson and put them nicely together. There you go. Nice set. Those cat cookie jars just did not call to me. This little mug did, but they wanted $3 for it, and I thought that was a little much for me. All right, I absolutely love this sign. I would so put that sign up if I had a problem with that. I just don't. So I think nowadays the Ring cameras scare everybody away. So let's go take a peek at the art. It is the last section that I'm going to look in this little adventure. So I always gotta look. I have found some amazing art at thrift stores, and for a couple of reasons. Most resellers don't want to mess with art, so they leave really good stuff behind. And secondly, people who aren't resellers are very particular about what art they want for their home. So these were nicely done. They weren't, by any named artist. I think they were like home projects. And they weren't that old. Just had really nice look to them. But I did end up leaving them. It's not everybody that wants a painting of an outhouse, so yeah, you can tell age by the color of the back of the canvas and how it's framed. Now, this is a famous print. I forget what it's called right off the top of my head, but The Girl in the St. Bernard. It was priced at $4.99, and I was hesitant because she does have one scratch kind of across her chest there, but it was half price. It was the half price color. For $2.50, I can go ahead and get her. It's a very popular print, so even with that scratch, she should sell. And I look at the big stuff too. Don't be afraid to look at the big art and grab one of the larger pieces. You can always have them packaged up at a UPS store. If it's worth enough money, the $30 to do that is about the norm that they charge, is totally worth it. And I loved this. I bought this for me. I have an inspiration and scripture wall in every place I've ever lived. I put that up. It's a wall that I look to kind of calm myself, and I liked that one too. I've seen that one, but it's kind of like it's one of those memes that I've seen too often. So here I am trying to put the art back. It all wants to fall forward. There we go. I got it. So that's it. That's about what I got here. Audrey, didn't get Audrey though. And now I'm going to show you what everything is worth after I show you this really cool piece of art that I contemplated getting, but I don't have a wall to put it on, and it's not worth enough to resell, but it was really cool. So yeah, let's go into the recap. So that was fun. I only spent $100 there. And what you didn't see was that I got a dog bed for Ozzy and a little dish mat thing for me and a wooden shelf for Rachel. So, and all those dishes, like, wow, I'm feeling really good about that purchase, plus all the things that I got to resell. Including the owl cookie jar, who I think could be worth some money even with his funky eye. But at $5, you almost can't go wrong. I'm pretty sure I didn't go wrong. But you'll see that, well, you probably already saw on the recap of the values because I add those to the end of every video now. But I'm going to sneak over to one more Goodwill while I still can. And you will see that, if not tomorrow, the next day, depending on when I throw the shipping video in there. But anyway, you will see that soon. But for now, go be profitable and make it fun. And I will see you on the next one.